This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment and S4 Tactical Gear. Links are in the description box below. What's up, guys? It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. We appreciate y'all watching. We want to take a few minutes and discuss the topic of magazines, pistol magazines. And when I talk about pistol magazines, I talk about training mags versus game time mags or good to go mags or however you want to say it.
Carry mag.
Yeah, and I guess we had a viewer ask us in the comment section about that. You know, if we would do a video about your training mags and your carry mags. Do you interchange them? Do you have just training mags, just go time? You know, that kind of thing. So we want to just kind of give you guys our thoughts on it and what we do. So you go first.
Yeah. So whenever I go to the range, I'm obviously carrying on body at that time, and I carry. Say if I'm carrying my Glock 19, I'll have my Glock 19. I'll have a mag in it. And then I'll have a mag on my side as well. So first thing I do is I clear my weapon, and I take both of these mags that I have on my person. I put them to the side, leave them alone. I don't touch them. I don't put any rounds in those. Those stay to themselves. Now in my range bag, I have probably 20 Glock 19, Glock 17. And a couple of Glock 26 mags. Those mags, a lot of them are factory Glock mags. Some of them are Magpul Glock mags, and I will use those exclusively at the range. Now I also have a few mags, Glock factory mags at the house that I keep my carry ammunition in, and I don't use those either.
Yeah.
So I have a stash of my carry mags, and then I have a stash of my range mags. Now I keep all of them clean.
Yep.
I clean all of them, but I separate the two because technically, if you think about it, though, the ones that really have the most wear are the ones I carry because of the springs. But I just don't fool with those. I don't mess with them. I don't do anything with them other than test them out here and there.
Yeah.
And usually when I test them out is when I want to refill my carry ammo. When I want to replenish it, I'll go through a mag of HST, just for funsies and replace that ammo. But other than that, I really don't fool with them. I don't mess with them. I just want to know that they're going to function when I need them.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in the same boat. Now, depends on what gun I'm shooting, because I carry 3 different guns, just depending on what I'm feeling that day. I'm either carrying a Glock 19, or I'm carrying a Glock 26, or I'm carrying the Canik TP9 SF Elite. Just depends on what my mood is for that day. So when it comes to carrying my Glocks, I'm kind of like Kyle in the same sense. I have my game time mags that stay loaded all the time with 147 grain Federal HSTs. That's the load, buddy. But they stay pretty much loaded 99% of the time. I have mags in my truck. I have mags at my house. I have mags that are on body, and those stay loaded all the time. The only time those get unloaded is if I'm, like he said, shoot that ammo to replenish it, because you should be swapping your carry ammo out, and that's a whole nother video. But in my range bag, because I have tons of Glock magazines, I have factory Glocks mags, I have Magpul mags, and that kind of stuff. In my range bag is all those mags. They stay, if I have the ammo, they stay loaded. As soon as I get through at the range, if they need to be cleaned out, I'll clean them out. I'll load them back full of ammo and put them back up. So they stay loaded all the time too. They just stay loaded with ball ammunition. Now, when I'm carrying my Canik, it's a little different story because I only have 4 mags for my Canik. So what I usually do if I'm going to shoot my Canic a lot that day is I'll unload it. I'll unload the mags and then I'll fill them with range ammo and run all 4 of my magazines that day on the range. And then when I get through, I'll load that's his phone, not yours. I'll load a 15 rounder and I'll load an 18 rounder with hollow points because that's a in the gun and then on my body setup and go with that. But
The wife needed to send a kissy face.
well,
That's
yeah.
what interrupted our
That's the
video.
way it goes, man.
I do love my wife. I'll send her a kissy face back.
Now, I know that really doesn't answer his question. I know it says what we do, but I'm going to ask you this while you're sending your kissy face. Do you believe that there should be a difference between game time mags and practice mags?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Why?
I don't know, just because I beat the crap out of my range mags. When the magazine leaves the gun, where does it go?
To the ground.
Does it go to your hand?
It goes to the ground.
Where does it go?
To the ground.
What's on the ground?
Dirt.
And?
Mud.
And?
Water.
Sand?
Sand.
Yeah. Poo-poo, maybe.
Snow. Ice. Yeah.
We did have snow. We actually had
we actually did have snow
a couple weeks ago.
I wish we could have shot in it, but...
I wanted to shoot a duck in the face at it. Was what I really wanted to do, but I had to work. So,
Yeah.
still sorry about that. But anyways, so yeah, that's why. And he made a good point about not necessarily being able to do that with Canic. Maybe you can't do that yet. When I first started shooting Glocks, I had the Glock mags that came with a gun.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the case, but over time, especially if you have a Glock, you should be acquiring mags.
Right.
The Canic, Michael needs to acquire some more mags
I
because
do.
it's not that expensive.
I do.
They're not that expensive. They're what? Less than $30.
I can get I think right now I can get the 15 rounders with the +2 base plates.
Yeah.
For like $20 a piece.
Okay.
So it's poor.
I have
Poor on my part.
I have
that I haven't bought it
6 or
anymore.
7 mags for my P320.
Yeah.
So guys, we always say at least 5.
Right.
And if you have 5, you can probably delegate 3 to the range, 2 to the But honestly, the more mags, the merrier.
Yeah. When you're looking at a gun with 5 mags, it's really kind of hard to dedicate magazines to just carrying.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like me and you like to have magazines, here and there.
That dude comes to the range like everything loaded.
Yeah, I do.
He doesn't like sitting there and.
I show up like I do for class.
Yeah.
I show up with my mags loaded. I think that
If he doesn't, he's mad.
Yeah, I am, because it's poor on my part to not have your mags loaded. Your mags should always be loaded. Rifle mags, pistol mags. Your mags should be loaded.
You should have a stash of them.
Yeah. The only reason I don't is if I have shot up all my ammo and I'm waiting on some more and I don't have the ammo. But when you're looking at 4, 5, 6 mags, it's hard to delegate that. Like I said, I keep 2 17 rounders in my truck. I keep a 17 rounder in my old Glock 19, which is my truck gun. I keep a 17 rounder in my Glock 17. I keep a 17 rounder reload in the house because that's my home defense gun. I keep a 17 rounder for my carry, and then I keep a 10 round and a 15 round loaded. That's a lot of mags right there just to keep loaded and keep put away.
So two points on that. Number one, if you don't have 20 Glock mags at your disposal, then you need to be cleaning your mags after range.
That's right. You need to be cleaning.
Point number 2, and this is a side note, and it's not necessarily related to this video. When we post links to HST, where you can get the 50 round boxes on the cheap, your butt needs to be buying that ammunition.
Absolutely.
Because how many rounds did you just say? Like 17 round mag here, 17.
It's probably at least 150.
And then you're talking about replenishing those so that they're fresh.
That's right.
Guys, and the prices that we're posting these for are around what? They're less than 30 cents a round.
Yeah, that's cheap.
So, that's more than what you're spending at the range, which, around 20 cents a round for the range time. But, guys, when we post deals like that, y'all jump on it. We post them because we actually buy this stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just telling y'all this because, I mean, what do we have to benefit from it?
Right.
Nothing.
That's right.
Other than we want y'all to replenish your ammo and have good, solid carry ammo.
Yep.
I don't ever want to come, to our comments section and see that guys are running ball or see that guys are running, Winchester white box hollow points. I don't want to see that from our viewers. I want to see you guys running the best possible ammunition you can
That's right.
through your gun, and I want to know that your gun is in good working condition and that your mags are in good working condition.
Yep.
That's what this video is about. We have our passion for doing this channel. The reason why Michael and myself put in the hours and the time on the side, away from our families, away from our work, away from our everyday lives, is so that you guys have it a little easier. Y'all can take little bits and pieces of information and stuff that we've had to work through, and y'all got it right there.
Yeah.
And this is a big one. Keep your stuff clean and keep solid ammo.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Yeah.
my soapbox. Sorry.
Well, and you're right. I'm not going to harp on it, but I am going to touch on it a little bit. If, like he said, if you don't have a whole bunch of mags laying around, you need to keep them clean. Make sure they're working. Number them. Always number them and put your name.
Oh
on
yeah,
them.
put your initials on for sure.
Take a paint pen or a Sharpie, like a silver or whatever Sharpie.
Tell them the metallic Sharpies.
Yeah, the Sharpie makes a silver metallic Sharpie that it's
Game
just
changer.
like a paint pen.
It's better than a paint pen because it stays.
You write it on and it's there. It's not going to come off.
It doesn't chip off.
I think I've had mine marked for well over 2 years, and I can still look at the mag and say, well, I think that that's so and so. In fact, I think I got one right here. Yeah, this was actually done with a paint pen, but that sucker's been marked. It's got my initials on it. I think it's backwards, but it's got my initials on it, and it has a number on it.
Yeah.
So that way I know, that's my mag, and that's mag number 5. That way, if that mag fails on me, I know that I need to pull that mag and get rid of it. That's another reason you should have a lot of mags. These things are. They are. What's my word? What am I thinking here?
Invaluable.
Well, they're invaluable, but they're not really invaluable. I mean, you need a bunch of them, but they're disposable.
Yeah.
They wear out. They will wear out on
They're
you.
springs.
The springs and stuff will wear out on you. So, if you have enough of them, if they wear out, you can get rid of them.
So if you go buy those mag deals that we post on there, and we post them because we buy them too, and I mean that's how we've acquired, so many mags over the last 2 years.
Yep.
So what you do is go get those mags, run them at the range a time or two just to make sure they function, and then change out your carry mags, put those in the range bag, and then put those brand new mags in your gun.
Yeah, I mean,
Do it once a year.
Yeah, it's that simple. And like I said, we have separate mags because we have enough of them. If you don't, clean them, keep them clean, keep them loaded.
Yeah.
So that's really it. You got anything else on it?
No, man. Sorry for getting on the soapbox there for a minute, but it's important to me
This is important.
that our viewers are well informed and that we put out good information and that y'all heed to it. We don't want you guys running around, if God forbid you have to put a hole in somebody, then you put a hole in a kid standing,
That's exactly right.
On the other side of them.
Because you're not running quality ammo.
Yeah. Or
So-
you put one, in your house and it goes through the house and hits your vehicle and it didn't have to.
That's right.
Use good ammunition. The technology is great and the prices are great right now. Get it while it's hot.
Yep.
That's it.
Guys, we appreciate y'all watching. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the comment section below, or you can always jump over to the Facebook page. We always get into a more in-depth conversation there. We will also provide links to all of our social media outlets and sponsors in the description box below. But anyways, guys, appreciate y'all watching, and y'all be safe.